Yo, what's going on guys, JBH here and welcome back to NBA 2K18 where today we are going up against the 76ers down in Philadelphia. Alright, not much to say. Haven't really done much over the last week on 2K. Did do the All-Star game last weekend, which was a lot of fun, but for the most part, just been chilling on the other games on my channel. Alright, without any further ado, we'll jump straight into this one. See if we can start to get some sort of streak together, because we're going to need it.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Philadelphia as the 76ers go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Now, with the festivities of All-Star Weekend behind us, we can concentrate on the new task at hand, second half of the season. Shaq, what do you see coming down the pike?
Well, I see great teams are going to get down to business. The fake teams and the front runners, they're going to start losing games that they were winning up. Until now, Ernie, it's time to say 1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Oh, my goodness. I remember those days. Some teams, will start to rebuild, but maybe at the trade deadline. You know what I'm saying, Ernie? But sometimes teams just try to rebuild right away. Yeah. I mean, forget the trade deadline. Get it done now.
Almost game time. Let's get you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We're at the sold-out home of the 76ers. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And the story here, Elfrid Payton injured and won't be suiting up.
Yeah, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of the injury. Well, we only got a preliminary diagnosis after he came out of that previous game, but now they sound sure about it, and hopefully we see him back on the court in less than a month.
And before we get going, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. David, what do you have to say?
Okay, Kevin, thanks very much. He told me he's anticipating just as tough a game today as the first time they met this team, a result that did not go their way. He said, "We know we're in the underdog role against these guys, and that's fine by us. We welcome the challenge." Well, let's see if they're up to it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Clark, when you went up against another great forward in the league, what was your mindset?
One, I wanted to go right at him. I wanted to put him on his heels if I could. And then I also wanted to be attentive to trying to disrupt him and make him uncomfortable, because if you can get a guy off his game a little bit, that can serve you and your team well. So early, I wanted to get off to a good start, be physical, and try to assert my will in the matchup right away.
Come on, Magic.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. A look at the Magic starting group. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine Fournier are in the backcourt, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Now here's Simmons. Kicks to Fultz. Pass to Covington. Outside, Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid against Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Reddick dishes to Embiid.
Bruh, fucking hell, this is like the worst start of all time.
Too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at it.
And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner, because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
On offense, here are the Magic. It's a three-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in the real zone.
Oh, come on, 48, Jesus.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, you need that juice, that gas coming off the pine. Always a luxury to have a deep bench.
No, that was not supposed to
When
happen.
they can step in and play well, you're in good shape.
And it's Vucevic.
Nice.
That time on the assist by Gordon.
And Vucevic, not lacking for confidence at all. I mean, he has no problem popping the J once he gets the ball.
Simmons against Gordon, 14 feet away, and he overshot that one, missing.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Bangs home.
Oh, massive 3 from Gordon.
Gordon's got his first 3
Very
points
nice.
of the game.
Boy, got to be impressed with Gordon. I mean, showing a real understanding and feel for when to fire off the dribble.
Outside, Simmons. Embiid sets the pick for Simmons.
Oh, get that.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Augustine. Shot
get that,
clock
get
at
that.
5.
Oh,
Augustine with the
DJ.
steal.
Woohoo!
Good for the basket. Starting off
Stealing
1 for 1 with that shot.
Damn.
Here's Fultz. 8 points his last outing. He kicks to Simmons to stop the run. Basket good.
Oh, man,
Really,
Simmons
with
is way
the guy
OP on this
just
game.
has everything, including that soft mid-range jumper.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes
The
played
pick
so
and
far.
roll.
Augustine, that's good.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Fultz the pass to Embiid. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Really like seeing Embiid exert his will, be assertive here. I mean, getting whatever shot he wants inside.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Gordon a screen. Here's Isaac. And the 3 off target. The 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
Get that rebound.
And when you look at this
Low.
Magic team with their talent, what should their identity be?
Well, I think it should be up-tempo, defensive-oriented. They've got really good athletes, and defending at a high level with that kind of athleticism is doable, and I think would lead to easier offense. And
No, what the
that's
fuck
what
was
I think
that?
they have to foundation themselves on. Boy, the defense had gone to sleep, so you got to knock that one down.
Embiid.
Oh, rejected!
And you know, with Vucevic, as is the case with all shot blockers, it's about timing.
Nice,
And how can you
nice,
bait
and
that
one.
shooter into shooting a shot that you know you can block.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Amir Johnson's checked in for Joel Embiid. Saric comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's T.J. McConnell in for J.J. Redick.
Nice.
And the story for Jonathan Isaac.
Right,
As a
5-point
sophomore in high
lead.
school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt,
first
as you
quarter.
can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was
come on,
Anthony
Joseph.
Davis.
And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time.
Bruh.
That is his first foul of the game. McConnell kicks to Covington, takes the 13-footer, and it's charged. That time on the assist from Covington. Orlando leading by 3.
Who is this guy? Man,
1:39 left to play in the first.
Honestly.
Outside, Simmons. Covington with the steal. And here they come. The feed now to Fultz. Screen by Sharge, and they call an illegal screen here.
Nice.
Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The 76ers #1.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Oh, what the fuck? I
That'll
didn't
be a
even realize that
five-second
ball.
call.
Fuck.
Just a moment to look back at how things were last
Awkward.
season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Philadelphia.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Now here's Covington. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
I'm still trying to figure out who this Mac guy is.
Now Mack. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter.
Wow.
6 on the shot clock. Spates sets a screen. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
We got a moment now to see how the Magic are
Honestly,
doing
I've never
in
heard
the
of this
NBA
Mac guy
rankings
before.
right now.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
What's happened in the last week on NBA 2K18, but maybe unless
Now
my
here's Fultz.
special
He started
assistant
close.
manager on this career mode or whatever it is
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2
Went out
free
and got a
throws
new
for the
point
contest
guard.
right there.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And you ask the scouts about Fultz. He has the complete game.
You know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim. And above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
And he can't hit the second.
Wow, he
You know,
actually
Fultz
missed
is
both.
a guy who can easily take over a game if you give him an opportunity to. He's very confident and has remarkable decision-making skills.
Now, here's Biyombo. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Back to Mack.
Oh, that
Spates
rebound
down
by
low.
Spatey.
Charges there.
I don't think there's anyone.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Isaac. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Fultz. Here's Covington. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Magic lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt
So,
that
J.J.
he
Redick
is
actually
Mr.
used to
Duke,
play for the Magic,
J.J.
funny
Redick,
enough.
and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg,
Find it
whether
quite
you like
ironic when
him
we go
or
up
not.
against
And
him.
I know you've had a
He's blasting
first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, listen, I have the utmost respect for JJ and Coach K and what they've done. And listen, you can be known for a lot worse
Oh, that's gone in the highlight
your
reel.
life and having
That
gone
is
to a
like
lot worse
trashed
places.
upon
But
right
I
there.
think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kev. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Sharch. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Wow, where are you going?
Now here's Covington.
Jesus.
Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. That gives them the lead. And the 76ers lead by 2. Clark, I've often wondered what happens is every year we see a team or two just collapse after the All-Star.
Well, any number of things can happen to create that situation, Kevin. Dysfunction within the team, a shaky locker room, injuries. There are a lot of factors that can lead to a team kind of falling off the cliff in that second half.
Here's Mack. And Simmons kicks to Biyombo. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And, you know, that's a second foul early in this quarter. I think he's got to be much more cautious in how he defends now.
And the 76ers with some changes. Okafor comes in for Saric, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Fultz. Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Gordon comes in for Isaac. And Redick kicks to Holmes. To the paint. McConnell in the corner. Goes up on the wing. Offensive rebound. Vucevic with the block. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And he's fouled on the shot.
Nice.
One free throw coming up.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fellow's impressive.
And Aaron Gordon, the athletic Aaron Gordon, playing much of last season at the small forward position during Serge Ibaka's short-lived stint in Orlando.
Yeah, and while he was excited to stretch his skill set, pretty clear it was a bad fit, especially in today's NBA. Gordon is a power forward, period. The Magic invested the 4th pick on him in that 14 draft, and they have to give him minutes at his natural position as his game continues to evolve.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All right. Ben Simmons.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And you know, Ben Simmons, a one-and-done player at LSU. He grew up in Australia. Didn't really watch much college basketball. Said he would have preferred to go straight from high school to the pros.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there.
Man, really poor on the free throw
Simmons
side of things
ineligible
today.
for the Wooden Award at LSU for academic reasons. He made it clear, I am here for basketball.
Well, and I don't like that mindset
that.
there. It's clearly
Sink
accurate,
that.
but while
I
you're
see
in
it.
school, you should make that part of the equation and be serious
Lol.
about it. Doing just enough to get by, not the way to approach it. Clearly a tremendous talent between the lines, though. No denying that.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
No, oh my God, it was supposed to go to him in the first
And
place.
Fournier kicks to Vucevic.
Damn.
He gets that one. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
Got to admire the way Vucevic measures his jumpers. Just has such a nice soft release.
Outside, Redick from downtown. The 76ers with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very good.
Oh, that's another highlight reel. What the fuck?
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Simmons. The Magic getting the bucket. To the middle. Here's Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
Boy, the energy by Okafor on display there really just kind of willed that shot in over some pretty stingy defense.
Augustine dishes to Gordon. Excellent D there from Okafor. The 76ers trail by 3. McConnell kicks to Redick. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. No good from Simmons.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
What the fuck are you doing?
Augustine, no luck.
I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit, too.
Back-to-back stuff here.
Well, there is a saying now that is pretty accurate. You either sell success or you sell hope.
What are you guys doing?
The process in Philadelphia may have been hard to watch, but it did give their fans hope for a better day.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jahlil Okafor. 1:58 left in the first half. To the inside, Johnson. Foul on the play, basket down, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Well, that time not to be denied. Johnson shrugging off the contact to finish the play.
And through all the losing, the fans in Philly have been pretty supportive of the Sixers' goals to draft star talent.
Yeah, and you know what? Thousands of fans coming out to watch the draft lottery is an indication of how optimistic and behind the Sixers these fans are. I mean, trust the process has been their rallying cry.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
Now here's Redick. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Let's go. Not enough on that one as it misses. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Simmons passes to Augustine, dishes it to Fournier. Vucevic down low, guarded by Embiid, shot by Gordon, wide open, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. The 76ers trail by 3. And here's McConnell. Feeds it to Redick. Embiid with the screen on Fournier. Redick with the bucket.
Excellent confidence from Redick. Really good. I mean, taking his time, his form, textbook.
Here's Fournier. Lays it up off the glass. Fournier's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part, Greg. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Redick with the bucket.
Even with the man all in his jersey, Redick has the skill and concentration to make you pay on those jump shots. It's real simple for him.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Augustine's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Fournier for 3. He can't get it to go. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Downtown Philadelphia, as seen from high above. Welcome back to the Cradle of Liberty, as we like to call it here on 2K, here in eastern Pennsylvania. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. 76ers trailing. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. The big men are Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Covington with it. And there's the pass to Simmons. Up top, Embiid from the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Embiid's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
And, you know, through the long rebuild in Philly, the Sixers' strategy was to develop unproven players and try to find some diamonds in the rough. Not a bad way to go when you're going to be patient. And Robert Covington might have been their best find. A very good defender at both forward spots.
And here's Fultz after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. Covington kicks to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Magic. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes to Augustine. He dishes it to Fournier. Vucevic setting the pick for Gordon. Pass to Isaac. He feeds it to Augustine from the arc. Vucevic dishes to Gordon. Fournier gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Now it's a 3-point Magic lead.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Redick passes to Embiid. And Redick, here we go. Shoots over Fournier. Misses it from 7 feet out. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. Pass to Fournier. Back to Augustine. There's the pick. From 12 feet out. Vucevic dishes to Augustine. Launches it. Gordon a screen. It's stolen by Fultz. Floats one up. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, I tell you, how about the passion of Simmons? I mean, just sticking with it on the glass.
Here's Vucevic. That shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
They grabbed their own miss. For three, Fournier. That shot missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Fultz. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight. Clark, when you watch a team that's clicking on offense, what are some of the smaller things, the small details that are setting them apart?
Well, a couple of things. One is solid screen setting. That's huge because that's an unselfish act when you set a screen to get somebody else open. Then ball movement. Being willing to go past a good opportunity for a next pass best opportunity. I think the Golden State Warriors do that as well as any team in basketball. The extra pass, sharing the ball, and giving themselves up for each other.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Saric comes in for J.J. Redick. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Biyombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Aaron Gordon. Simmons checked in for Isaac. And Max subbed in for Augustine. .146 left to play in the third. Mack, the pass to Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Spates sets a screen. And here's Simmons for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Simmons got 5 points so far. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Holmes kicks to Simmons. 13 feet away. They get it back. Holmes, good. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
Biyombo kicks to Mack. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Fournier in the corner. Now here's Simmons. Guarded close. Missed inside. Covington in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. Holmes passes to Simmons. Over Mack. And that one goes long. Orlando, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Fournier dishes to Biyombo. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Mack. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now here's Covington. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Fultz has got 5 points now this quarter. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Okay, our offense will come and go. Okay, our defense has got to be the constant. Okay, we keep getting stops. The way we score the basketball, okay, this will be our game.
Frank Vogel driving home the idea that defense, not offense, defense is the key to taking control of the game.
Yes, the effort you put into your defense is something within your control. That's why he wants them to focus on that.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Amir Johnson is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Fournier for three. Good on the triple. Fournier's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Magic.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
McConnell kicks to Fultz. Now the dish to Saric. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Love how attentive Fultz is. When one of his teammates has a better look at the basket than him, he gets the ball to him.
Spates sets a screen. Matt makes it off the glass. Max got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
3 shots. 5. 3.
And, you know, the Magic last summer looking to address their biggest weakness, a team really desperate for more perimeter shooting to space the floor.
He misses the free throw. And with Elfrid Payton at the point, a great penetrator, but not a great shooter. Clark, how important is it that the Magic surround him with shooting?
Well, he is terrific as a playmaker. Great size and can find people, but you've got to have shot makers. That's huge in this game because it's about making shots at some point, inside or out. And the Magic have to at least have 3 high-quality shooters on the floor with a guy like Payton. Or, hey, Payton could become a really good shooter over time.
Biyombo, the pass to Augustine. There's the pick. Pass to Isaac to take the lead. Biyombo, that's good.
And Biyombo is highly effective down low. Knows where to post up in the paint.
Now Fultz, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando. And Augustine kicks to Simmons. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The 76ers trail. Here's Fultz. Outside, Redick. Lets it go from the wing. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The drive by Gordon. Kicks to Vucevic. And here's Augustine. Tries again. Gordon dishes to Simmons. Back to Gordon. Over Saric. Another miss by Orlando.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The feed to Saric. Fultz the pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Vucevic.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's Embiid. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3. It's going to send DJ Augustine to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Augustine.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Now here's Fultz, and by Augustine. Covington with it. Embiid sets the pick for Covington. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
Now here's Vucevic. There's the triple. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Covington a screen on Augustine. Fultz kicks to Covington. Screen by Sharch. This is to Embiid. Off target at the rim.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
And knocking down a bunch of them, too. Outstanding shooting in this 4th quarter. And that layup is usually going in, especially when the defense is as lazy as that.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Covington. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Enjoy how Vucevic nice into the lane. I mean, given his size, not many guys can contest him without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Boy, you look at the wingspan of Vucevic, and it covers a lot of territory. Not many defenders catch up to his release. And his mere presence on defense is disruptive.
Simmons checked in for Dario Saric, and the Magic making a change here as well. Evan Fournier's checked in for Simmons. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 11. 1:25 left in the game. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Aaron Gordon.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. .125 left to play in the final quarter. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Fultz dishes to Covington. They set the pick. Embiid wide open. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And Embiid is H-E efficient. That's super efficient, folks. When he gets cooking, the defense knows they're in for a long night.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Good job putting the pass in front of him. Throw it where he's supposed to be, not where he is. Paving the way right to the bucket.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Now here's Redick. Offensive rebound.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Spates comes in for Gordon. Hezonja, he's checked in for Isaac. And Max subbed in for Augustine. Here's Stauskas. High arcing shot, and he makes that one.
Stauskas is a tough player to match up with for a lot of reasons. I mean, he shoots it well, he drives it well, he draws contact, but he's especially dangerous when he's dropping in these soft floaters.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he does get the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 8. 15 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
Here's Hezonja. So the Magic win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.